What is up, PokeMoshPit Beta? This is TheWizhBone here, bringing you guys another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. And I have a UU tiered match versus Versatile AreYouBrownXP. He's a really great friend of mine, awesome guy. Please stop by his channel and check him out. And I want to take this chance right here to thank you guys so much for all the feedback that you guys have been providing to me. And it has really helped me improve so much. And, you know, just keep the feedback coming. It really makes me feel good. And yeah, once again, thank you guys. So on to the match. He's gonna lead off with his Scarf Flygon, and I'm gonna lead off with my Scarf Porygon Z. And I'm just gonna stay in because I know I can take a hit, and I'm gonna go for a Psychic, and I know it will hit any poke hard, being that I did get the +1 attack raise. And he actually switches down to his Lantern, which is pretty good because, you know, Lantern is a bulk special wall. And yeah, that does jack shit even after a crit. So I'm gonna switch out right here, freeing the T-Wave and bring out my Yixi. But he actually goes for the Discharge, which is great because it does do damage and has that 30% chance of paralyzation. But I do carry the Heal Bell on my Yixi, that's why I switched out in the first place. So I'm going to take that chance to set up my Stealth Rocks because he does still have that Charizard lying in wait. So as I get my Stealth Rocks up, he's just going to spam another Discharge just to do some damage. And I'm going to switch out right here, actually gambling a little bit. And I'm going to switch on to my Sceptile as he goes for another Discharge. And I'm just crossing my fingers that I do not get the paralyzation. And that is the case. That is great. And I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse. I'm not too sure why. I guess I'm predicting way too early for him to switch out into his Flygon. But he actually switches out to his Tropius, predicting the Grass move, Leaf Storm, or Energy Ball. And he does take that Dragon Pulse quite well. It does about 25%. And I'm going to switch out into my Nidoking, predicting the Aerial Ace because I know I could take it. But he actually does indeed go for the Rest, which is awesome on his part because he does have the Lumberry and the Rest and the Harvest effect. So that is great. That poke does actually put in work. And I'm actually going to make a nice prediction right here. I'm going to predict him to switch out into his Lantern to take the Ice Beam, but I go for the Earth Power instead and give that Lantern a stain. So as Lantern goes down, he brings out his Sharpedo, and I'm going to switch out right here into my Cambrel, predicting the Water move, the Aqua Jet, but he goes for the Protect just to get that speed boost. And I'm going to actually put a double switch right here, and I'm going to switch out into my Porygon Z as he brings out his Charizard. And I do another gamble right here. I should have just went for the Thunderbolt, but I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. I do not know why. That's just me being stupid. And he's going to go for a Flamethrower. Being at Blaine's Rage, Stab, and Specs, that is just going to wreck shop. So I'm going to bring in my Yixi, praying that I live this Flamethrower. And it goes down, it goes down, it goes down. And Yixi, you're a fucking champ. That's why you're my favorite poke. And I love you for taking that hit. And I'm just going to be able to take him out with another Psychic. So that is great. Awesome. Now he's going to bring out his Sharpedo. And I'm just going to stay in and go for the T-Wave because I know I won't be much use because I am slower than the rest of his pokes. And he's just going to finish me off with a Crunch. So down goes my Yixi. I love you. You're my favorite poke, as you guys can see on my channel. Yeah, alright. Enough of that. So now I'm going to bring out my Canberra right here. And I actually predict him to switch out again. And I'm going to bring out my Heracross. But he indeed does stay in. And he hits me with a Waterfall. So I'm like, alright, he may not carry the Aqua Jet. But just in case he's at +2 speed and my Heracross is Scarfed, I'm just going to switch out just to scout out to see if he has the Aqua Jet. And he indeed does carry both water moves. So that is awesome. I just scouted out all 4 of his moves. So he's going to hit me with a Waterfall, thinking that it would do much more damage and hoping for the flinch. But that is not the case. I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch and finish his jaws off. So down goes Sharpedo from a Scraggy. And this Scraggy set actually works. It's actually the Scrafty set, but just with Evilite Stone, and it does put in work, being that it has the high defense. And he's just gonna switch on to his Flygon, go for the U-turn. I take the hit quite well, and I'm just gonna rest off the damage that he did to me. And yeah, I cannot do anything to this Weezing, and I'm not that heavily invested in special defense, of course. But I'm gonna actually switch it to my Nidoking. I know I can take a hit for a Fire Blast or a Flamethrower or whatever he throws at me. Being that I calced it and I take it quite well. It's going to be a 2 to 3 hit KO, and I'm just going to fire off Ice Beams. And yeah, he actually misses the other Fire Blast. I'm just going to go for another Ice Beam, and he's going to miss another Fire Blast. So that's really unfortunate for Versatile because I'm going to be able to finish this Weezing off with another Ice Beam. So down goes his Weezing. It's still looking good in my hands. I'm going to switch out right here, predicting the Earthquake and switch into my Cambrel because I know I can take hits all day with my Scraggy. And he indeed does go for the Earthquake, and I know I can live about 2 more, and I'm just praying for my Shed Skin to activate, but it doesn't kick in, and it's just 1 turn too late because I am able to get my Shed Skin off this turn, which is 1 turn too late, and I would have just kept resting off the damage, hoping that I will wake up soon. So I'm going to bring out my Phaser right here, knowing that I can take another Earthquake, but he actually switches out right here and goes out to his Mad Shady, and I do not overpredict this time. I go straight for the Energy Ball, and Tropius does quad resist it, so that is great for him. And I'm going to switch out right here, predicting the Air Slash, and bring out my Grape Stain. I know I can live it, and I know I can outspeed this Tropius. So all he has is Tropius and Flygon, so I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam because he cannot, you know, if he switches out, they're going down either or. So yeah, I do indeed take out his Tropius with an Ice Beam, and he's going to bring out his Flygon to revenge kill it, and down goes my Nidoking. So great job, Grape Stain. And he's now going to bring, I'm going to bring out my Sceptile right now, knowing that I can live a hit. And I would have went for the Dragon Pulse, but I know an Earthquake would bring me down to overgrow range, and I'm just going to go for the safe Energy Ball, and that will be the game. So great game, versatile, awesome guy. Please stop by his channel and check him out. Stop by my channel, you know, if you like my battling style. And once again, guys, thank you for the feedback. Keep the feedback coming. It makes me feel good. And yeah, that is it, guys. Peace. See you guys later.